Hey guys, welcome. My name is Anthony Galarza, and I'm super thankful for this opportunity to present to you Elida's Empanadas. And a little bit about myself. I was born and raised here in Ocala, 32 years in Ocala. And in that time frame, I had 30 years to spend with my grandparents. My grandma was a huge part of my life. I learned a lot from her. You know, she loved her family, and she was from Barranquilla, Colombia. And she moved here in the 1960s. So her culture and learning the way she cooked her food and everything was huge to our family. You know, she united us around her meals, and her empanadas was a huge part of that. Well, 2020 was a crazy year for all of us, but in December of 2020, I lost my grandmother, and she passed away. She lived a long life. 91 when she passed away. But in that time frame, my family was coming in from out of town, and she taught me this recipe of her empanadas 8 years ago, and I decided to recreate these empanadas for them out of memory. I remember the texture, the flavor, everything about these empanadas I remembered, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna build a legacy for my grandmother, but I just wanted to first just give these to my family in honor of her memory. So what I did was, I'm a storyteller. I love videography. This is why you're watching a video of me. What I did was I hit up a buddy of mine. He's the owner of Ocala Boxing Academy, and I was like, hey, listen, Joey, can I set up a stand in front of your establishment and just give out empanadas and see if there was any kind of buzz or interest in the area for this type of market? And I got a lot of feedback from everybody in the community, and it was a win-win in my book. It was our first pop-up location. So I'm a storyteller. My grandmother has a great story. I'm a videographer, and I decided to take my love for videography and apply my life to what I love to do. I teamed up with a company here in town. They're actually a resident of the power plant. They're called Invicta Local, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do the one-man show anymore. You know, I started a business of my own 2 years ago doing freelance videography. It was a little overwhelming for me to do everything myself. Hence the reason why I'm here presenting today, because I want to put all my cards out on the table and say, you know, I can't do this alone. I've tried and I've learned a lot through those experiences, and I just want to admit that my grandmother's empanadas are for everybody. So I took her recipe and I created an 100% plant-based version of that. So the idea and the reason why I'm showcasing you a little bit about myself, my experiences. I've been born and raised here in Ocala, so I went 15 years. I've been in the hospitality industry for about 15 years. I've opened up several restaurants in this town, or been a part of the opening team of several restaurants in this town. And through all those experiences, it's created the person that you see today. I'm very passionate, I have a lot of energy, I have a lot of ideas, and I'm very creative, but when it comes to the business side of things, I kind of lack in that department. But my goal and dream for this business is to create like a distribution. I want to be a wholesaler of empanadas. I want to be all over the map. So my goal, and just to lay it all out on the line, is to connect with people who know what they're talking about, people who have been there, done that, and can show me the way, per se. I have the skill set to be creative and to really take a product that sells and put it out there. My goal is to meet entrepreneurs that have an establishment like Symmetry Coffee. I would love to put a plant-based empanada in Symmetry Coffee. I would love to team up with food trucks in the local area, or Latin restaurants. I know a lot of people who have empanadas, but these are 100% corn, authentic corn-based empanadas, and they're a little different from what you would buy right now in the food trucks that carry empanadas. So the goal is this: to pretty much stop the presentation here and to have you ask questions, because I really want to know how to be able to take this concept. It's an idea. I haven't been doing this for very long. Like I said, I'm a full-time filmmaker, so I create content for small businesses and help businesses come along. I know EJ and I have worked on a project to do a passion project with film that it's in the works, and I've never done anything like this before. I've never presented.